Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am sitting here doing voiceover, so this is after I made this, but it was a really fun project to do. And I'm really excited that you guys get to see it from really beginning to end and a lot of the hiccups along the way. So for Christmas, I got the Blue Blood palette from a mystery box from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and so I really enjoy the Unicorn. I'm on this big purge and cleanse right now of releasing a lot of trash and things that just no longer serve anything in my life, and as you can tell, I have kept a lot of mementos over the years, and it's just time for me to make these journals and move on with life. I'm a hoarder when it comes to art supplies and such. So here for 2020, I am really excited to share with all of you me moving forward and actually really utilizing what I have. So when I mean utilizing what I have is I have these moments and I know I'm not alone, and I'm also going to do a whole video on a low buy, no buy, and really what prompted all of this is I have so many art supplies to do so many different projects and to do all sorts of different things that it's really difficult for me to, sit down and just utilize what I have and to stop bringing more into my life that honestly I don't have the room for it. I don't have the room for it, don't have the space for it anymore. And so what this is a 2020, beginning of 2020 affirmation, really, of telling and showing myself that I have more than what I ever can need. As you can see, I have thread right here. I have so much thread for my sewing machine. I have a stick of wax. It's not vegan, it is beeswax, because I bought it a long time ago to make books. And as you can see, I'm still trying to piece together all of my different stuff. I don't even have the little poker for bookbinding. Right now I'm just using a needle and thread and binding little signatures to put in here, but really grabbing and utilizing. And you can see I'm not alone. My little fingers were involved to help out because someone was really curious on what I was doing. But I just wanted to take, these Tinkerbell pictures that you see is from I believe it was 2014 calendar, because I just thought it was really pretty, but I never did anything with them. I found these wonderful scrapbooking pages in the clearance section at Michael's who knows how long ago. So really, for me, 2020 is a lot of utilizing what I have moving forward and trying to just utilize what I have. There's really no need for me to go out and purchase more things to place into my life. For me, it was something that was taught, and now I'm at a place in my life that I want to move forward from that, really embrace, not try to ignore the fact that this is a reality for me, and not to be ashamed of it anymore either. And that's why I really wanted to do some of these YouTube videos on low buy, no buy, and really be transparent of I do have student loan debt that I still am trying to work towards getting rid of, and it's just deep breaths, I guess. It's just like one of those, instead of ignoring it and having, even as I sit here, I have so much anxiety around it and still some shame around it where I really shouldn't. Just taking everything, and as far as I'm concerned, this in particular was a very big affirmation of, I'm going to use what I have, create something magical, and move forward with just different aspects of my life. And I'm really excited because I'm going to make a series showing you what I'm going to do this year with this journal. It is definitely going to be a 2020 journal. All these pages, hopefully, will be used by the end of the year. And it took, as you can see, this is a time lapse, but this took a very long time to create. It was an entire morning process. I think I overall spent 5 hours trying to get this together. Now granted, it wasn't like 5 continuous straight hours of me sitting at my desk doing this, but it was 5 hours of really tapping in, zoning out, still being a parent. There are times where I walk away and I'm looking for different things to put in there. My daughter was all up in my art space while creating this. She's just like, I want to come and check in with you. So just as far as for you guys to understand, it did take a long time for this to be created. But as I kept going on, it got easier and easier and quicker. Also, I haven't looked at all the timestamps for this, but I know it probably went, each signature got quicker and easier over time. And so, as you can see, is I'm trying to variety, make my pages different. And I also went and got bobby pins, because the first signature I did not bobby pin it down or together to make it easier to make the holes. And so the later signatures, I have all these bobby pins keeping it together. And what I do is I put all of these pages together. As you can see, I'm just like, I want all the big pages. I want to make these really cool. I don't know, I was like halfway through, I was like, these are really fun. This like weird type of folding in a huge triangle and cutting it down. Like, I've just disappeared for a couple of minutes of doing something. But, making these really big pages and just going with the flow and trying to have a variety of pages throughout too, and also have them to size. And so once again, I'm not quite done yet. I thought I was back to the sewing, but I am also utilizing, I have them right next to me. I think it's called Knock Knock brand. I have all these different pads of paper that are really cute from the Knock Knock brand. And so what I did was I poked 3 different holes, and then I would thread the thread through the beeswax to make it more thick and it wouldn't break as easily. Then I did 3 different holes, and then I would fold it back in and then try to put it into my journal. And I repeated the process over and over and over again. It was such a fun thing to do, because you can definitely go out and buy signatures for Michaels or anything like that. Like, you don't have to make it yourself. But I can tell you right now, spoiler, I'm finally coming around to do the voiceover for this. I have been working in this for the past few days, and it means something different. When it's your pages, you've put it together, your energy. I mean, for me, my energy is all up in it. It is just such a beautiful, different type of journal, just fun, I guess, is a way to put it. So, moving forward, if you have a desire to make your own art journal, what I would do is try to make it reduce, reuse, recycle. And this is something that's a big theme for my 2020, is I'm utilizing what I have versus getting more in the process. There's a lot of no buy, low buys that were coming out, and I realized, for me personally, I am just so abundant that I forget that most of the time. So that's what this is proving, really, to myself in a very physical manifestation type of way. This is a very esoteric, I guess, type of concept of this is going to be my abundance and manifestation and moving forward and just being so grateful, like gratitude in there, and just reflection of life up until this point. There's been a lot of things that I am working on in my studio space. I have so many books and things because for the longest time I've had this belief of can't get rid of anything because you never know what's going to happen. But in all reality, that has not been my experience today. That was just a belief that I acquired when I was younger, and it's just been very difficult to release and move forward with all of this. So I'm combining that belief of, if I get rid of something, what if I'm going to need it in 3 years? Combining that with to be honest, right now, the thought process is a no by January, low by February, no by March, low by, do a low by, no by, low by, no by, every other month. I don't know if my thought process will change on that in the future. Currently, that's what it is. I'm still working on the actual parameters of it, of no by, low by, and all of that. But really looking at, I guess, for me, the blockages of relationship with things and money in particular, and really changing my own inner aspect of that, which can be very, especially now that I'm like, oh, I'm putting this on YouTube, this is really, really raw and very exposing. What are people going to think or say? And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of fears coming up being this raw, talking to you guys about this. But I know for a fact that if I feel called to just share my experience, then obviously someone needs to hear it. And that's the real reason why I am doing this is, I know that on some level, someone will needs to hear what I have to say, I guess. And I hope that my main hope is that this will help someone else out. So once again, I'm not sure exactly where and what my channel is going to be turning into. I am a very multi-passionate human being, but there will be art and spirituality and just makeup and interesting things for the channel. Oh, there was little hands again. Little hands inside of this video. She really wanted to be a part of and help out. And as you can see, all my signatures are finally inside of this. Lots and lots of sewing. And it looks like I also have space that I could put more signatures in. We'll see what the rest of 2020 brings up. I may put another signature or two in here. Not really quite sure for the time being. This is what it is, and I'm starting to work in it and create another video for you guys. So I can't wait to show you what I do filling up this journal.